The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. The president of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, powerful message to the West that are criticizing the military leaders that we have in Africa, especially Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, because we have Gabon and Guinea that are doing things that the oppressors are looking for. So for that reason, they are not in the bad records of these people. According to Paul Kagame, politicians have to remember that when the people are tired of the leadership and the things that are happening in the country, there are two ways that they can voice their grievances out. One is through elections. The people will come out and vote massively against whosoever that is leading the country and the people are not happy with, like what we saw in Ghana during Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's regime. Ghanaians were hungry, they were tired, they were going through a lot, and we saw that historic election in 2024. Then another way is through military takeover. The military are also part of the society. That people tend to forget that and tag the people as if they are not citizens of the country. That they are also among us. They buy, they also fuel the economy. Everything that is affecting the people affects these people.
In Africa, Africa is no exception. You see, I have argued even openly and even to the point of probably being misunderstood. When we've been talking about, people have been talking about coup d'etats happening in different parts of our continent. Let me start with that. Coup d'etats are bound to happen in a place where so much is happening, and then the people either get fed up one way or the other and express themselves again one way or the other. As I said, they express themselves through the vote, or these ones who carry out coup d'etats are from this society. So they are part and parcel of the citizenry of these countries. So they are part of this dissatisfaction, resentment, anger, and injustice. Some young person. And then we say, oh, the establishment, unconstitutional means, Yes, means. But that has happened because the constitutional means did not deliver to the people to the extent that they, if you are saying it shouldn't have happened, then you should also be saying what was there before that was changed should not have been behaving the way it was behaving. And now, to the people, there is a point where they may tell you, yes, what you have is bad, the coup, bad enough. But what was there before was even worse. And this is what they would tell you. So for them, they have maybe chosen between what is bad and what is worse. Is what I mean. Now, the remaining problem which must also be addressed, it's not enough to change what you think is bad. It's also important that when such a change has happened, you must really do better than what you have removed. So these ones who carry out coups, they have a task to make sure that they justify why they removed or they did what was unconstitutional to bring change. That change must be real, must give the people what is better than what they were getting under. Then that would be justified, in a sense, by that. So that is what is unfolding that we see every day. There is that struggle that goes on. So I hope certainly those who take over, while they may be condemned, in some cases rightly so, everything can be put right by new developments happening that are going to serve people much, much better than what they had before. So, and that's what is happening on our continent. But for the dictates, for lectures, and so on and so forth, it's up to people to make a choice. And I think Africans need to just reject being, you lecture me on what should happen in Rwanda based on what? When even where you are coming from is having some confusion, some changes. So which dictate should I follow? I think we should also strive to do, things the way that works for us and improves people's lives. And what is so bad is that you may follow the dictate and do the very things that will run down your country. And by the way, those who give you lectures will manifest in two forms. One, some will actually blame you for it, even if you followed what they told you to do. Others will help you to sink deeper into the mess you have driven yourself. So you are better off charting your own course with your people and doing what you think is right for you or what works for you, and especially if it shows in the outcomes, in the results, then really that is what all along deserved to happen. Right?
So when things become difficult for them and the people, they also have every right to step in to fight for the country. And that is by taking power from whosoever that is leading. If it is through democratic elections and these people came and they are not doing the right thing, then the military also have the rights to also come in and save their country. So we should not look at the military as if they are some extraordinary human beings that we don't know where they came from and they are leading us. And like the way they have painted the picture, that when these people come, the kind of bad things that happens, like what we read in schools. So that is a mentality that we still have. But Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, even though Chad and Gabon and Guinea are also led by them, we saw that all the military leaders that came into power never harmed any civilian. But currently what happened in Ghana just a month ago, we saw that people lost their lives through the democratic elections. But this one, because it pleases the oppressor, they're always quiet about it. And they keep talking about Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso and the military takeovers that we have that never took even a life away. So sometimes we have to rethink and know that the military are also part of us. They buy. When they go to buy things, they don't say because they are in the military uniform, they sell differently to them. They have their special prices. No, they feel what we, the citizens, are feeling in our country. They go through pain. Everything that affects the ordinary citizen affects these people. And they have right to also come in and take power to safeguard the nation. Look at what is happening in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Look at the reunion that these people were having in Niger, and they were sleeping in darkness. But when we have a military takeover from the democratic elected ones, the people have seized this. We've seen the seizing of gold and taking control over the natural resources that we have that the oppressor always come to take for free during the democratic rule. So we have to do away with that mentality. And according to him, we should be ready. Africa and African leaders and worldwide should be ready for more military takeover in Africa, because our politicians are not willing to change. They are not willing to do things in the interest of the people. So when the people are fed up, these things will happen. And the military are also part of the society. And that is what we have to wash. That mentality that the military are bad. Even if you haven't seen anything, look around your country that is being democratically ruled and see the kind of things that are happening. Compare them to Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, because these are the only three countries that the West are tagging as bad because they don't allow them to have their ways in these three countries. Gabon and Guinea, you see that they hardly talk about them. Before, Chad was also silenced, but because they rose up to fight their systems, we have not seen what is happening in Chad currently. So the thing is, any leader that will rise up to fight against them, then they try to do something to you, and they start to tag you as a dictator, so that you, the people, will rise up and hate the same people for them to have their ways. They always have a way of manipulating us into believing in whatsoever that they give out. United we stand, because our strength lies in our unity. We have to do away with the mental slavery, like Captain Ibrahim Traore put to us, and Bob Marley as well. United we stand, divided we fall. So please share this message. We have to spread the message for our children and the next generations to come. We have to educate ourselves. So that's the latest around the world. In Africa, in Rwanda,